Hello there, Lunar Squadron, and welcome back to the channel. We just got an exciting and somewhat surprising news update for Marvel's Spider-Man 2. As many of you know, Fan Expo Canada is taking place later this week in Toronto, and it appears that Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be included in some capacity. And today we're going to break down everything that you need to know going into Fan Expo about Marvel Spider-Man 2 perhaps showing up at this event. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel, we would love to have you as always. And the way to do that, just go down below this video, hit that little subscribe button, the bell notification right on next to it. It will notify you every single time that Andreas and I upload. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into all of this brand new news and talk about Marvel Spider-Man 2 showing up at Fan Expo Canada. Alright guys, so like I said in the intro, this was a very surprising and exciting news update for Marvel Spider-Man 2 earlier this week on Monday. PlayStation Canada randomly at 11 o'clock local time dropped this tweet that said PlayStation will be at Fan Expo Canada this year. Swing by and join us with the hashtag for Marvel Spider-Man 2, hashtag Be Greater Together. Of course, this tweet was accompanied with the cover art, the key art for Marvel Spider-Man 2, showcasing both Peter and Miles. Of course, you've all seen this by now, but this was a completely random tweet, and it was just them, PlayStation themselves, confirming that they would be at Fan Expo in some capacity this week. However, they chose to explicitly include Marvel Spider-Man 2 in this tweet, which got a lot of people talking about what could possibly be showing up at this Fan Expo for Marvel Spider-Man 2, because this expo in Canada is a rather big convention, so it's definitely possible that we could get some pretty big new details, perhaps even gameplay at this event. Really, anything is possible when it comes to this Fan Expo Canada. And not only that, if you take a look at the schedule for this event, Nadji Jeter, Miles Morales himself, is actually set to appear at this Fan Expo throughout the week. He will be there all 4 days, that being Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And not only that, on Friday at 1 o'clock, he actually has his own panel. It's called A Lively Chat with Nadji Jeter, and the description for this panel just says, "Join us and hear from the always super Nadji Jeter." There's not very many details about what they'll be talking about or a schedule for this panel, just that we're going to have a sit down and talk about things with Nadji Jeter. Now, of course, I think it is reasonable to expect that he will be asked questions about Marvel Spider-Man 2 and about his character Miles Morales, and I wouldn't be shocked if we got some new character details similar to what we got from Yuri Lowenthal earlier in the year when he attended a Fan Expo, and he revealed some insight as to how he handled the symbiote suit in his acting and how that's going to impact Peter and his relationships. I expect to get some similar details about Miles from this panel, perhaps some insight into the relationship that we will see with Mr. Negative himself and Miles Morales, since we know now from the story trailer that he will be returning. As you guys know, we had a video talking about how their relationship and that dynamic is going to exist in this game now that we know he is coming back, and how they kind of face similar circumstances and just how that relationship is going to unfold. I'm really excited for this panel. This is one of the things I'm really honing in on this week, is just to hear from Nadji and what he has to say about his character, because we're only 2 months away from the release of Marvel Spider-Man 2, so I'm sure he's going to have so many exciting things to say about his character and this game. Cannot wait for this panel. But this is not the only thing that is possible when it comes to Marvel Spider-Man 2 at this Fan Expo, because if you guys think back to 2018, Marvel Spider-Man actually had a playable demo for people at this event, and it just makes me wonder, will we be seeing something similar to that for Marvel Spider-Man 2? Will there be some sort of playable demo for people to experience? That would be absolutely incredible for people who are able to attend this event to experience, and perhaps even some footage of that will leak out that we can all take a look at and get a better look at Marvel Spider-Man 2. So I also would not be shocked to see a playable demo show up for Marvel Spider-Man 2 at this event. Of course, none of this is confirmed. This is just based off of how Insomniac and PlayStation have handled this exact same event historically. So that kind of just shows that this event is considered a big deal if they're willing to take those sorts of things to this event. So really anything is possible when it comes to Marvel Spider-Man 2 this week at the Fan Expo Canada. Also, if you guys recall back to earlier this summer, Insomniac said that they had intended or had plans on showcasing some sort of gameplay for the digital deluxe edition and pre-order suits. Well, we are now reaching the end of August. It's starting to get near the end of summer. Of course, they still have time, but we're only about 2 months away from the release of this game, so this will be another great event if they wanted to showcase some gameplay and reveal it to the world at some point this week. Nevertheless, guys, this is a very exciting event. There's so many great things we're going to learn about a bunch of different IP and franchises that we love, so definitely be on the lookout for all of that kind of stuff. Star Wars, Star Trek, all of that stuff. We're going to learn so many cool things this week, and it appears that Marvel Spider-Man 2 and PlayStation will have some sort of presence, whether it be new gameplay or perhaps some concept art or just, perhaps a playable demo for the people who are there. And of course, we do have confirmation that Nadji Jeter will be hosting or having a panel on Friday, so I definitely think we can expect to get some great new details about Miles Morales and perhaps some great new details about the story of Marvel Spider-Man 2. So guys, definitely be on the lookout for some new stuff out of Marvel Spider-Man 2 throughout this week. And of course, stick with us here at Lunar Squadron. We will keep you up to date on all of the brand new stuff. If we get gameplay, we'll break it down for you. If we get news, we'll break it down for you. Anything we get related to Marvel Spider-Man 2, this is the place to be. So anyway, guys, that is going to do it for me for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, we will see you all next time.